Hi Aries, this is a reading for Halloween and I'm going to look at messages from a past loved one or your ancestors, a message from your higher self, a message from your angels, a message from your spirit guide, and I'm going to pull a Halloween oracle, which I'm going to do now. So what is the oracle for you for Halloween? Trick or treat, mischief and play. Okay. And your cards. So the card for a message from, excuse me, a past loved one or ancestors is the Queen of Presents. So that is the Queen of Pentacles. From your spirit guides is the Wheel of Fortune. From your angels is the Emperor. From your higher self is the Temperance card. Underneath the deck is the Empress. Interesting. So you got the Empress and the Emperor. So we'll start with your past loved ones. So the Queen of Presents. So this could be, I mean, you may even know who this is. You know, this is like an Earth Mother type of person. It doesn't have to be female, but it most likely is female, or, you know, it has a lot of feminine energy. Someone very nurturing, someone kind and supportive, someone willing to give you practical advice or practical assistance. So if somebody like that comes to mind, then, you know, you may get a message through this reading. You may be getting a message now about what they want you to know. But what I am getting from this is, especially with this Temperance card, which is from your higher self, and I feel that she's kind of looking at this and saying, yeah, maybe, just be careful, just take it easy, take a step at a time. There's really a strong message of you can do it. Don't let your heart, I'm getting kind of a mixed messages here. It could even be more than one person coming in. It's don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't let your heart rule your head. But not so much that, it's more of a don't let your heart take over your actions. So it's, to me, it's saying don't be too reactive, you know, according to your emotions. Be practical and also be balanced is what I've got. There could also be, I'm getting the image of a, excuse me, a woman making scones, and I tend to get that when it is somebody who is like a grandmotherly kind of figure, perhaps your grandmother or a grandmotherly type. You know, somebody who, no matter how old you are or how old you were, still had a lot of consideration and concern for you. And, you know, as far as statute goes, they may have been not a small person. They don't have to be like that physically, but that's what I'm seeing. But they might have been very able, like a commanding presence kind of person. But it is, excuse me, it is that energy of sorry, somebody wanting you to be a bit measured in some sort of action or considered action that you're likely to take in the very, very near future. So this one is a spirit guide. So the message from the spirit guides is that there is a very strong possibility of opportunities. I'm getting the plural with that. Opportunities coming up now. It's like, it's almost like you have, and this is being acknowledged, let go of some sort of need to control the outcome or to control the next step, or you may not necessarily have let it go, but you might be aware that that is something that would be helpful. And if you're not, that is the message from your spirit guides. Just loosen up a little bit. But I'm also getting, don't loosen up too much to the point where you might be sort of really heavily influenced either by people or some sort of real excitement about what's going on, because I am seeing a wheel that is not very stable. So I'm seeing a wheel that's like a disc and it's kind of floundering a bit. So I would say that, yes, be open to new opportunities. You don't have to fix on one, or alternatively, you don't have to, I'm going to try that opportunity and try that and try that. So it is really coming back to this balance message again. So the message that I'm getting from the angels, and this is an Aries card, the Emperor, is one of affirming your strength. It is congratulating you on staying firm on something that you have stood firm on. It is congratulating you on your resolve to make changes in your life. They are saying that there was something recently, excuse me, that you were able to see the lighter side of, to see the humour in, and that is being acknowledged. And I'm kind of coming back to this trick or treat, mischief and play. I feel that this is really coming in from the angels and an encouragement to bring more of that in, and particularly in this Halloween season. So there's a lot of admiration here for you, and just an energy of acknowledgement of what you've achieved. So this higher self message, well, I've really touched on that quite a lot. And the higher self is the all-knowing, really. And it is the one that, guides you ultimately. And it really shows that in some ways, in a lot of ways, that you are tapped into your higher self. I'm really getting drawn particularly to this Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me, with regard to this Temperance card and the need for this balance. It's almost like something that the tripod that I've got the camera on was loose, and I had to screw it up before I started, and it was kind of wobbly, and it is saying to just be mindful of really staying in balance, because what could happen is you could get things out of focus, or you could see things from a perspective that is not straight, that is lopsided. So that is, excuse me, strongly coming in from your higher self. It's also saying that you have the ability to really to understand that balance, to understand the getting like ingredients that go into a good recipe. I'm also getting that there could be something that is required in the way of to help some sort of health issue. This isn't a health reading, but I'm getting that there could be, it may be in the way of complementary medicine, not taking over from doctors, but just adding to it. That would be really helpful, that you may already know about or maybe thinking about. And this is kind of just reminding me, reminding the picture here, her of conjuring up something is actually could be an actual physical liquid drink or something like that. I don't know, but I have got that. So I hope that's helpful, Aries. Have a great Halloween. Bye.